Hello everyone, welcome back for another edition of Let's Play Pokémon Red. I almost said Batman Arkham Asylum. Gotta get back to that. I feel really bad. It's a great game, Arkham Asylum, but I don't know, I'm finding a lot of enjoyment in doing these because it's nice to play a game where it's finally nice to play a Let's Play game where I actually know what I'm doing. Anyway, I made the wrong turn there. It gave me some time to explain that, but I was wrong. Daily Cave is now optional. Well, it kind of is. No, it's not, because you can't go back from Cerulean. You need to do this to go to Viridian. Yeah, back to Viridian or just before Pewter. Because you have to get back to Well, okay. It is optional. Alright. Well, I show off what repels do. Nice and simple. There's going to be a lot of cuts in this episode because I recorded a lot for this one. I probably should have put this into 2 sections, but I don't know, the fast forwarding is giving me a little liberties on how much I record per episode. Here's a little guy here, tells you can use Kit. Here's another guy, he has a trade opportunity from Abra to Mr. Mime. Not a bad trade, I like Mr. Mime, I used him once. Anyway, here's an important part. Now, this guy gives out Flash. Now I remember, apparently the dungeon you need Flash for. I mean, you don't necessarily need it, but it's very helpful if you do. It's not necessary, but I would use it. That's why I pick it up. I catch a Rattata. I needed 10 Pokemon from the from the aid, Professor's aid. I only have 8, so I caught a Rattata. No, I don't want to nickname him, and I caught a Weedle. Nice and simple. To the point. No, I don't want to give a nickname to Weedle. So now I'm stuck with a Rattata, but I deposited it in the middle of this episode. I don't think I show it. I don't show anything. I don't really show Pokemon Center footage in this one. But anyway, we're on our way back to Pewter City. I'm taking the shortcut. You don't have to go through Ilex Forest anymore. I mean, not Ilex. I keep calling Ilex Forest. Viridian Forest anymore. I like how in Pokemon games, and I think this one actually did it the best, is when you're going from place to place, it shouldn't be linear, but they program it so it is, and you have to solve your way to get to the next town, which I like. And you'll see an example of that. When we go back to Cerulean, you'll remember, here I got HM05 Flash, by the way. If you go back to Cerulean, remember that little right area where there's a tree blocking my way. Now I can cut it, and I'm going to do that. If I don't know, my Pokemon can learn it. We go straight to Pewter. Cut the Pewter here because I want to show why you want to make sure you stop at Pewter. Because now you can cut this tree. I made sure I was checking there's an item there because it looks like it is in a back entrance. There isn't. I don't know why that section's there. But you can go in here for the little thing you want to do. Pick up now, make your life easier. Therapod has 2 rare prehistoric Pokemon. And this guy gives you Amber, containing DNA. It'd be great to be resurrected. Apparently you can do that in a Pokemon lab. And he's giving it to me to examine. I'm just a kid. He has no reason to trust me, but he does it anyway. What do you know, good for him. Yes, yeah. Try to resurrect ancient Pokemon. That's interesting. It's a concept that hasn't been used that much in this game, but you know, it's still cool. Anyway, we fast forward section, you know how it is. Get through Mount Moon. Lots of repels. Can't wait for the moment where I don't have to do this anymore. Repel again. You know. One day I'll probably go for that item in that little section of Rocky Grunts I never faced, but I don't really care about it. You don't have to do every trainer. It's just nice for the experience. And at this point, I don't think that Rocket Grunt will give you much experience, really. And now we can cut, and we're on our way to the next part. And lots of trainer battles. People, this whole episode, lots of trainer battles. They're the destroyers of progress. However, I fast forward these sections. So you don't have to miss it, but you don't have to suffer through it. Works for me. Basically, we're going through a route, and we went to Diglett's Cave. It's not much of a, I wouldn't call it a dungeon. It's called a little pathway, shortcut thing. About Diglett there, obviously. That's what I call Diglett Cave. That's where I caught Greg. But yeah, you know. There's a TM30 is teleport. Useless move, to be honest. But it's good for if you want to get an instance run escape. Sometimes when you select a run option with wild encounters, it doesn't work. Jimmy learned the move Mirror Move, awesome move. If you copy the last move the Pokemon does, which is great if you like, let's say someone uses Sleep Powder and it doesn't work. Oh, that's the best one ever. You mirror move, they fall asleep. It's beautiful. I love it. But mostly I like it for offensive moves. It's a great way to get a stab attack out of the way. I'm leveling up Town a lot. I was really hopeful he'd evolve in this episode, but he doesn't. I got a lot of level ups because I could have sworn he evolves in the 20s, War Turtle, but I guess not. Probably in the future. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just going through battles at this point, but you know how it is. And yeah, Pikachu, and I got good level ups today. I definitely got Greg up to par with the rest of the team today. Because the beginning is a little underleveled, but when you keep Pokemon in front, they typically level up. They typically catch up pretty quickly. I mean, this video is like around 16 minutes, but to be perfectly honest, this whole recording as a whole is an hour and 5 and 6 minutes. I had to cut out a lot, as well as a lot of cuts. I cut out a lot of unnecessary stuff, like depositing items in Pokemon, using the PC. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, Professor Oak's PC, it's just to rate your Pokedex, see how you're doing, what you can earn. The more Pokemon you earn, the more the aids give you, but they're not necessary, any of them. Flash is just the most necessary, I would say, and Item Finder is really nice to have, but that's pretty much it. I'm just taking these Pokemon out. Taking them out. Not on a date, of course. That would be stupid. Why would you do that, you know? It's dumb. Here's Super Potion in action. I'm just checking what a typical grass area looks like on this route. I think I should do that, you know, see what you can typically find. You saw the Ekans before. And we don't see many wild encounters in this playthrough, because I know when and where to catch a Pokemon I want for my team at this point. We don't get many wild encounters. Might as well show a few, you know. If you thought catching two Pokemon today wasn't enough, I do catch a third one today, so that's really cool. Yeah, lots of hikers, so because I'm going to be in a cave soon. So it's nice that I won't have to hit a Zubat every 5 seconds like the Repel, but anyway, here's a Meowth, really cool. I like the Meowth, good Pokemon. Persian's a great Pokemon. If you ever get a Meowth, evolve it. Persian's a great Pokemon. So yeah, you know, normal stuff. What do you... Normal. Anyway, we made it to Pokemon Center before the dungeon here. This is what's this game called? Probably just saw the name of it too. Well, here's a couple Pokemon we can see that you can use Flash. I think this is a hint to use Flash. Clefairy and Pikachu are both capable. I could have gave Pikachu Flash, but Flash is such a useless move. Here's my attempt of trying to do without it. It's easier in the remake, but this one, I forgot how difficult it was. It was just too difficult. So I ended up catching an HM Slave. Well, first I beat this guy, of course. And then Jump Cut. Well, here's a secondary use of Dig, a Diglett's move. You can also use it to escape dungeons, anyone you want, any cave. If you're stuck, do Dig. Perfect. Caught a Voltorb because he can use Flash. Voltorb, Ball. It's Ball Pokemon, pretty simple. A lot of people say he's a scientific mutation of a Pokeball. I like that theory. I named him Slave 3 because I pretty much do that when I. Pretty much that's what I call my Pokemon when I'm using HMs, when I'm making HM slaves. Easy to remember. It's like when I usually catch a lot of Pokemon, I like doing that because I'll know exactly which ones I need to pick out. Because I'll have a lot of water types, especially in Gen 3 when all the HMs are water It's like 3 HM water moves, and it's only one of them is good. So now he's flash, lit up the whole area. I check all the wrong turns in case there's items, but there's not any. But it's just instinct. I just have to check. I don't remember this section of the game very well. That's why I didn't think much of it. I really don't. What was I say? I really whittled down my Pokemon here. None of them fainted, thankfully, throughout this whole time, but I really get them to a low amount. Probably get to use an Awakening because grass types annoy you when they use Sleep Powder. Annoying. Same thing with Psychic types and Hypnosis. Annoying. What are you gonna do? So I got to see Bulbasaur to Squirtle to Charmander today. That's pretty cool. I don't think we saw the Charmander. Oh yeah, we did. Definitely did. See, we're getting battles out of the way. You know how it is. Yeah, here it is, Charmander. I was right. It's cool to see starters. We saw Squirtle before. I like that how some trainers have starters. It makes me think that they came from a little town somewhere in the Kanto region. They started their own journey. Here's our first mention of a Marowak. I mean, a Cubone. That's not a Marowak. It's a little hint to what's going to happen next in the next episode, more directly. I mean, it's probably revealing too much, but I doubt it. You know. See, I'm getting a lot of use out of Tom this episode. We haven't had that in a while. There's a lot of hikers here. Hikers typically have fighting types and rock types, makes sense. So Tom comes in handy. So does Jimmy here and there. His flying type's pretty good against fighting. When you see a fighting type, I like using them. Of course, we can dig that out in front for good experience. You know how it is. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Geodude. It looks really weird in this game. There's a lot of sprites. They're just... I wonder why they made blue version and then yellow version did even better job. Yeah, Thomas evolved leveling up a lot in this episode. It made me hope that he evolved to Blastoise this one, but no. I love Blastoise. This is a cool design. Gotta love those big guns on his shoulder. That's cool. But yeah, you know. I gotta say, I'm starting to really like my team. They're very versatile. Usually when I play a game, I end up liking the teams more and more because I do a better job at picking my Pokemon, picking what moves they have. It depends on the gen, though. Of course, I'm very knowledgeable of Gen 1. It's the first one, but as the gens go on, I know less and less. Especially when it comes, I'm still new to Gen 5. I know nothing about Gen 4 because I didn't like Gen 4. I skipped that one. One day I'll probably play it just because the sentimental value for the franchise, but we'll see. Here's Pikachu's Thunderbolt in action, much more powerful than Thunder Shock. Here's another Meowth. Will probably want to hit KO people. Super effective against Thunder Shock, just couldn't do that. Yeah, so I'm just spraying. This is what you do in Cave. You spray repels and you get through the trainers the best you can. Good time. Beating all these guys. Ignore that. You didn't hear that whoop. If you know what I mean. Okay, so something very interesting. I gotta stop hinting these things. I'm too obvious with these things. I am. Well, I guess I'm not obvious now. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway... What? Greg is evolving. Yes, got another evolution in for you. I like this. My team's growing faster. My team's growing. Very versatile. I like that. They're good dynamic. I got some good dynamics going on. I can't wait to catch my other two Pokemon. Greg's now a Dugtrio. Very good. Much better offense. A little quicker. Greg's all about speed. Diglett and Dugtrio. More about speed, which is I like. Like the speed. They're not very defensive, but they got pretty good offense. It's good. Ground types are I think they're underrated. I think ground types are very underrated type of Pokemon. They're very versatile. They definitely are. I mean, they're probably not. They're not as good as they used to be. Surprisingly, rock types are finally good. Starting with Gen 4 with the with the more sophisticated battling and the physical and special split in Gen 4. For those who don't know, the special split is when in Gen 4 they finally got to organizing what a physical attack is and what a special attack is. So it made things a lot easier when it came to attacks. So. But yeah, you know, going on the road, battling trainers. By the way, I'm just reading the title now. I might as well give the reason I put the title there. I hate Flash. Such a useless move. It does nothing. It really does. I forgot what it was. It's supposed to lower some stats that doesn't really exist. I think it's just supposed to make the Pokemon flinch easier. It's so stupid. We're the last bit of these trainers, though, thankfully. Greg's asleep, unfortunately. Getting an awakening, though. See, the scratches are doing a lot more now. I want to get rid of this Greg scratch attack. But if you notice, it's doing a lot more than it did as a Diglett. Got an ether from that bush. I just want to make sure I catch all the get all the trainers on the way. Good experience, you know. You know. And then yeah, give Tom a thing. Finally, the final stretch of this. I didn't want to risk anything anymore. Give Tom a super potion. I can always buy more at the store in the next town. Which, after this guy, we've reached. If you notice that building there. Our next area is a very interesting area. It does not have a gym, but there is another thing you have to do. You can't finish it now, but I just do it anyway. You know, I get the experience and go. That way, I can just get out easy. You know. Here we are in Lavender Town. Yes, I realize the music's creepy. Lots of talks about that. I did a video game analysis on that one once. But we're at the end of the episode. Yeah. Oh man, this was hell to edit. But you know, I like editing. A lot of people complain about it, but I don't know. I like it. I think it's enjoyable to an extent, of course. I'm just gonna show this because I haven't showed it for a while. I dump Slave 3 in. I don't think I'll ever need him again. There's no way I'm going through that cave more than once. Don't really have to. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Billy, your video game analyzer. Have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, I'll see you next time. And then I save the game, and